Hi, I'm Matt Sanofsky.
And I'm Emily Garver.
And you're watching the Vision News Network from our new studio.
Major music stars took over the Fisher Center this semester as American Idol filmed for its new season. And the action didn't stop there. The Idol judges were spotted all across Belmont's campus.
Emily, you were there. How was it?
It was awesome. I was in a press line with Entertainment Tonight, People Magazine, a lot of great journalists.
That's so exciting. Let's take a look.
American Idol is back in Nashville, and this time the nationwide talent search found its way to Belmont's campus.
I mean, when you drive by Belmont and look at the growth of the college, and you look at the beauty of all of the structures here, it's just a testament to how vibrant Nashville is, how vibrant the music community in Belmont is, and how kids are naturally flooding to this school.
Belmont is on fire. And when I say this, I don't know what they're teaching here, but confidence is coming in the door. That's number one.
Well, I guess this is a good school, so they know they're good at something if they're here, right? They've got something going on up here, and they've got some drive to be very, very good at what it is they're focused on, and if that's music, or if it's something else too.
The energy on campus has been really wonderful. When we showed up outside to film some stuff for the open, like everybody was into it and happy we were here. The staff, everybody's been great to us. The Fisher Center is beautiful. That ballroom was just absolutely gorgeous where we've been filming and recording, and it's just been a wonderful experience.
Belmont students have seen big names and big opportunities here, but they're hoping that a golden ticket can change their future. For VNN, I'm Emily Garver. American Idol premieres January 26th on ABC.
I can't wait to watch it, and I also can't wait to watch 911 Nashville, which celebrated its premiere downtown. Parts of Belmont can even be seen in a few episodes. Georgina America joins us from the red carpet.
Hey Belmont, we're here for the series premiere of 911 Nashville, airing on ABC on October 9th. Come with us to interview some of the cast and crew to ask them more about the roles they'll be playing and about the new show.
Living here since 2017, I've made a lot of memories around town and, lived just up the street for the past 4 years. So I'm excited to see the geography of my own neighborhood on a television screen. I mean, that's pretty crazy. It feels surreal while we're filming it.
When the 911 series was first presented to us, I was a little apprehensive, to be honest with you, because I didn't know how that was going to work, because we're an active, busy station. But they instantly, when they came into town, they wanted to make sure that what they did really reflect what the flavor here in Nashville.
There's so much culture, and it's such rich landscape and buildings and people, and it's been fantastic. I mean, Los Angeles, I felt like we shot every possible location in the last 14 years. So it's nice to have some new territory to explore.
I love to sort of pinpoint things that I recognize, or a particular coffee shop, or a location that I'm oh, I've been there. That's always kind of fun.
I'm excited for the geography to be shown and just how nice everybody is. People will wave to you on the street here. There's a little bit of southern hospitality and charm still here. So I hope that shines through.
Getting to explore my roots a little bit more, being a Southern girl, being a little bit of a princess. I was so excited to explore this role, and every time I get a new episode, I feel like I get to go deeper and deeper into my character.
We did do a scene filming at Belmont there for one of the medical scenes, and that was actually pretty darn close to my old house.
All the theater kids at Belmont who are in Anything Can Happen in a Theater, good luck and break legs. I've got to work with some of you guys, and all super talented actors, so kudos to you guys. Bye, Belmont.
The series is now available to stream on ABC, and you might recognize the hospital that's in the show.
Especially you med students. Miss America made her way to Belmont this semester. Alumna Cassie Donegan took home the crown in this year's pageant. She spoke at a convocation ceremony with Ava Burns.
From the entertainment world, musical theater, pageant life, and much more, she offered great advice to students in all realms of the entertainment world.
You have to remind yourself that you're capable, right? Or you're capable of doing better. There's always room for improvement, but we can't be so detrimental to our own psyche by beating ourselves up continuously. And I don't think anyone's ever going to be perfect at that.
In addition to performing, she is very committed to the philanthropy of arts education and advocates for programs in schools.
I am the walking testament of arts education has saved my life. At only 12 years old, I had whole plan ready to go to no longer be here. And had I not had that to fall back on, and I had that place and that space that made me feel understood and accepted and capable, I can confidently say I wouldn't be here.
Through mental health struggles and dealing with college life, Donegan emphasized the importance of music and the support the musical theater program gave her at Belmont.
I think that's something that's really special about the MT program, is we really all are like family here. And then beyond here, some of my closest friends are people who were at Belmont even before I was. And so I think it's a testament to the community that's here.
Not only did she have support from her peers and professors, but her faith to guide her as well.
Being able to sit here today and say that so much of who I am and what I am and the places that I am finding myself in are because of that grace that he extends to me every single day. And I'm thankful to have had the opportunity to go to a university where that was very present alongside a very, very good musical education here, because that's not always the reality. Sometimes you do have to give one or the other, and Belmont does not make you sacrifice one of those things for the other.
The rest of her story from the stage to the sash is available on our website.
You know, they say that from Belmont you can go from here to anywhere, but I guess you can also go from anywhere back to here.
There you go, all roads lead to Nashville.
The Vision experienced a bit of a fright at the Devil's Dungeon this Halloween. The maze-like haunted house left them a little uneasy. Our Zach Watkins and Emily Garver take us inside. How was it?
It was terrifying.
Let's take a look.
Hey there, Bruins. It's Zach Watkins, your editor-in-chief.
And I'm Emily Garver, your news editor. Today we are celebrating Halloween at Devil's Dungeon, which is the closest haunted house to Belmont's campus.
And I don't know about you, Emily, but I'm a little terrified.
I am too.
But let's go ahead. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Probably the most terrifying part was like the start for me because I was really scared. And then my favorite part was the maze.
Nice.
I've been to National Nightmare. It was also pretty good, but the end was really the finale. That was a cherry on top, like 9 out of 10.
So that was terrifying.
I'm very spooked.
I think you guys just need to come see this for yourself. For VNN, I'm Zach Watkins.
And I'm Emily Garver.
Have a happy Halloween, Bruins.
Devil's Dungeon has closed for the season, but will reopen in September.
I have some time to prepare for this next one. New pictures from Paul McCartney's camera were just discovered. The photos were revealed in a special exhibit in the Frist Art Museum. Matt, how was it?
It was really cool. There were lots of fans there, both young and old, and not only could they see Paul McCartney's pictures, but they could actually see him perform right across the street.
That's awesome. Let's take a look.
The Frist Art Museum unveiled a new exhibit Thursday, showcasing pictures that were recently discovered from Paul McCartney's personal camera.
This is the touring gallery's 5th location, and Music City is sure to be a hit.
Nashville's Music City. You know, we knew this would be wildly popular. We know, of course, that there are a lot of Beatles fans here. It cuts across generations, and people your age, people whose grandparents were Beatles fans.
The exhibit has been carefully crafted to showcase 300 unique photos, which provides an intimate look at the lives of the Beatles as they rose to international fame.
So we realized that we had this idea of this journey and this kind of diary, and that each city had its own kind of character, and it felt like the photos actually really spoke to that.
It'll be exciting to see what they captured while Beatlemania was going on. We had never experienced anything like that before. I was just a young kid. I was probably about 12, and I got to go see a concert.
I mean, he's like a young kid with a new piece of tech. Sometimes he makes really beautiful shots, and it could be by a professional photographer, but sometimes he doesn't. So it's quite fun because you can sort of see him learning.
This is a very particular moment in American history. World history, but American history especially.
There was never anything before the Beatles or after the Beatles that were like the Beatles.
The exhibit will be open through January 26th, 2026, and college students can enjoy discounted admission. For VNN, I'm Matt Snofsky.
The biggest rivalry on Belmont Boulevard took place in the Curb Event Center. Both the men's and women's teams beat Lipscomb University in the competitive matchup.
Quinn Wells has the history behind the annual battle.
Wednesday's basketball doubleheader marks the 72nd year of the Battle of the Boulevard series between the Belmont Bruins and the Lipscomb Bison. And while the schools haven't changed since the rivalry's inception, the dynamics of the rivalry certainly have.
Like in 2025, we see the men's basketball, women's basketball series at the NCAA Division I level, but both started out in in a college organization called NAIA. And so the series started in 1953.
Belmont won that very first game. Still, both programs succeeded in the NAIA, ranking #1 nationally before making the jump to D1. Belmont in 1996 and Lipscomb in 2004.
What added to the rivalry is that both were in the same conference at the same time in Division I. Both Belmont and Lipscomb were in the Atlantic Sun Conference. The most significant game in the series' history was the 2006 Atlantic Sun Championship game. Neither team had made the NCAA tournament at the time, and Belmont won a very, very close game in overtime.
Belmont moved out of the Atlantic Sun Conference in 2012, but the rivalry is still strong. At under 2 miles apart down Belmont Boulevard, it's the closest rivalry in Division I.
And for Lipscomb and Belmont being such similar schools and such similar athletics departments, I think it's really unique, and that gives the rivalry an edge that a lot of others don't have.
Such a personal game gives each matchup a prime-time atmosphere.
And the emotions aren't just high on the floor, they're high in the arena and everybody there. So, the chirping's going to be worse. Every whistle that goes against you is going to feel like the end of the world.
But yeah, it makes for a great environment. Students are usually really involved. There are a lot of people that care about it.
It's our biggest rivalry. When it's packed. That's really what I want, is a packed crowd.
Very supportive audience that just keeps chanting, that keeps, yelling, that keeps supporting, that just really livens up the arena.
Catch both teams in action at the Curb Event Center on Wednesday night. Women's at 5:30 p.m. and the men's team at 7. For VNN, I'm Quinn Wells. We'll see you next time.
Though the Battle of the Boulevard is a non-conference matchup, it still provides a glimpse into how the Bruins may fare the rest of the season.
Yeah, our Nick Ramp and Sam Dykes break down how Belmont looks as they get ready for conference play.
I'm Nick Ramp, managing editor.
I'm Sam Dykes, senior writer.
And this is the Bruin Report. Now, women's basketball, they played well. They're 3-2, played a couple ranked teams, lost to them both. But really what's concerning for me is that they've been outscored in the second half in all but one game.
And really, that's something that Coach Brooks touched on a lot with me, was the consistency to play all 4 quarters. You saw those ranked games, like you said, against Oklahoma and Tennessee earlier in the year. And Bruins really kept it close for a lot of the game, and then just in little stretches really lost it in the second half. And that's something that they're going to have to work on. And I think a big key to that would be improving their shooting percentage. They're shooting just 38% from the field, about 28% from 3, and 68% from the line. Those are kind of numbers that can't persist throughout the season if they really want to make a run.
And then switching over to men's, doing well so far, but a lot of tight games. They're winning a lot, but they're really coming down to the wire.
Yeah, and even though they have the better record than the women's, I would argue that the women's team has looked better based on the quality of competition that they've had to play, and also that the men have let some teams that they should have beat hang around way too long. They actually have more total turnovers than assists to start the year, and I think circling that right there is somewhere where they're going to have to improve upon.
Yeah, they've had a negative turnover to assist ratio in multiple games this season, and really a big thing that we're seeing down from last year is the three-point percentage, shooting just 31% from the three-point line this year, and just 69% from the free throw line. That's another thing. A lot of points are being left on the board for Belmont.
A lot of points left on the board, but I talked to Coach Alexander after one of the games, and what he is taking out of this is that they're getting to the line a lot. They're averaging 18 free throws made a game, so maybe they're leaving a lot of points out there, a lot of points that they can't have later in the season, but he and I are encouraged that they're getting to the line with the frequency that they are, and I think that the three-point shots are going to fall. Tyler Lindblade's shooting about 38% from 3, and really he's the only guy that you can consistently bet on to make threes, but people are really going to start keying on him and open up a lot of looks for other Bruins that they're going to have to knock down.
Yeah, and speaking of those other Bruins, we've been seeing a lot of good big man play from this team. Drew Charnowski specifically has been doing very, very well. And Sam Orm, I've thought, has taken a huge jump this season.
Absolutely. Both those guys and Brigham Rogers off the bench play a great three-man tandem. Drew Charnowski has quickly became a fan favorite with those electric slam dunks, but a lot of the other things he does, like running the pick and roll well, and then you mentioned Sam Orm, who can stretch the floor, and then he can jam it inside too. He is not to be taken lightly in the paint. I think that the bigs have really bailed out the guard play to start the year.
Well, that's all from us for basketball. Back to the studio.
Well, that's all from us. Have a fun and safe holiday break.
And make sure you check out BelmontVision.com to stay up to date on campus news and events. I'm Emily Garver.
And I'm Matt Sanofsky. We'll see you next year.